So, Deliveroo's pay floor of £12 an hour plus expenses is now up and running within the Deliveroo app. But I, however, have been somewhat suspicious that the pay floor is not being applied correctly across all orders. So I've decided to look back through my last 25 orders. I was expecting a few to not be paying the pay floor. So I'm driving in a car, so the pay floor for me is £12 an hour plus £4.27 expenses, meaning that my orders should pay, when aggregated up to 60 minutes, £16.27 per hour. But this is what I found. I found that 12 of my last 25 orders have paid under the pay floor. Now, I do appreciate that some of them are only under by pennies, but the ones that I've not shown you, the ones that are over, none of them are over by a large amount. All of them only by a few pence, maybe 50 pence here and there. So there's not any that are paying largely over. So it makes me think that Deliveroo is aiming towards the pay floor, but missing on about half the occasions, or in my case, 48% of the time. But why is this? In my opinion, what the problem is I think that Deliveroo are not accounting for things like waiting time, and also things like excess traffic for car drivers, and any other things that might go wrong during a delivery, like if you get to the customer and they are not ready to open the door straight away. I think that they're only accounting for the time from picking the order up to getting to the restaurant, and from the restaurant to the customer, with maybe a minute each side. So a minute at the restaurant, a minute at the customer. That's what I can see anyway. So as I said, I think it's mainly due to wait time, and Deliveroo is actually, from what I can tell, making this worse. It's not just me, I've heard of other riders thinking this as well. At the moment, they are quite often sending drivers early for orders. So, I mean, a lot of people would think that maybe I'm just going slow on purpose or anything like that. So let's take this order in particular. So with this order, I actually received this order when I was about 30 seconds away from Morrison's, because I live on the road next to Morrison's. So I accepted this order from home and went straight to Morrison's. When I arrived at Morrison's and clicked that I had arrived, to my horror, I realised that the food ready estimate was 8:55. Now they gave me this order at 8:38, which is 17 minutes before it was due to be picked up, which I feel like is an absolutely crazy thing to do when you're trying to keep a rider to a pay floor. The fee for this order was £6.69p, meaning that to make it within the pay floor, this order needed to be completed within 24 minutes and 40 seconds to make the pay floor work out. Now, based on the fact that they dispatched me 17 minutes early, that means that they've left me just 7 minutes and 40 seconds to pack the order in the car, get to the customer, deliver the order, get the code, etc, etc, etc. Now, if you look at Google Maps, I'll show you Google Maps of where I had to go, a picture here. You can see that it is at best at that time an 18-minute drive to the customer. So something is obviously gone wrong with this order, because they are allowing me 7 minutes and 40 seconds to get to the customer, stay within the pay floor, but actually the driving time is 18 minutes. So to make this order work for the pay floor, I would have had to gone 3 times faster than Google Maps says is possible to do this order. And that is an average speed of 61 mile an hour. And every single one of these roads is a 30 mile an hour road. So you tell me where this is worked out, where this is correct. Something has surely gone wrong here. And I don't think it's just this order. I think it's plenty of orders, especially when I get feedback from other riders in my area, and indeed from other areas as well, that this seems to be happening quite a lot, where Deliveroo is sending people early. So how can the pay floor surely be working out in any kind of way? So a question you might be asking yourself is, why has he looked at the last 25 orders? Well, 25 orders is roughly about what a full-timer would be doing per day. And that's it's a figure that I've got from the guys at Rodeo, who have loads of data on lots and lots, thousands of riders across the UK. So I looked at the last 25 orders because of that. Because it gives you an idea of what, how much a full-time driver might be missing in the UK. So how much did I miss by on my 25 orders? So my 25 orders underpaid based on their Deliveroo pay floor by £13.49. So you can think that it's not beyond the pales of belief that they are underpaying drivers by £13.49 a day. Now this works out at £67.48 a week. It doesn't seem like a massive figure, but when you put that through a year, when you add it up for a year, based on a rider working 48 weeks a year and taking 4 weeks holiday, and working 5 days a week, just to be sure we got it correct, that works out that drivers are being underpaid by Deliveroo if they're working full-time only with Deliveroo of £3,237, which I feel is quite a lot of money. Now, I'll put my notes away. If you've made it this far through the video, the one thing I would ask of you is, if you have any orders that you think fall below the pay floor, would you be willing to send them to me? If you might have seen my video that I made last week, I have started working with GMB. Now, as I said to you earlier in the video, I don't think it's only me. I think quite a lot of drivers are experiencing the same thing. So I think it'd be quite good if at the next meeting that the GMB have with Deliveroo, which I'll be present at, I might be able to, I think it'd be good if I'd be able to present them with a booklet, like a big A4 binder full of orders that fall below the pay floor. Just to make a point that their pay floor, they're saying their pay floor is working 90, 95, 99% of the time. Most of the time, that's what they're saying. But for me, it's working around about half the time. If that's the same for all drivers, then there's a lot of fees that can be made up here. I don't think we can get money back, but what I'm hoping is that we present them with lots and lots of orders that are paying under the pay floor. We might be able to improve things in the future. So if you've got any orders that you feel fall below the pay floor, please send them to me. I'll put a telephone number down below. Please send me a WhatsApp message on my work phone with pictures of which ones you think fall below. If you're not sure, obviously, if you know for sure, if you write them out the same way that I did at the beginning of the video, that'd be great. But if you're not sure, just pop them in a WhatsApp to me. I'll be quite happy to have a look and determine whether they're above or below the pay floor. Now, obviously, you need to make sure that these are orders that you are going straight to the restaurant and straight to the customer with. So no multi-app orders, etc, etc. Also, you need to include in the information you give me whether you're a bicycle, an e-bike, scooter or car. And it'd be quite nice as well to know if you've got any idea of why this order fell below the pay floor. So was it excess traffic? Was it a long wait at the restaurant? Was it a long wait at the customer? Or was it something else? You know, just include that information. It'd be a good way of sort of then I can jot it down, and then if Deliveroo asks me in the meeting, what about this order? Why does the rider think that was late? I can say that rider waited for 20 minutes at Costa. I don't know. But yeah, hopefully you found this video great. If you have, if you give me a like, subscribe, all that jazz, you know. But I shall see you in the next video. Cheers.